I was talking about this. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Just hanging out here Sunday, and I'm gonna draw some Wonder Woman and Usaki-chan, and probably. Oh, by the way, everyone, this is Stinch. I'm just chatting to him in the Discord.
Hello.
How you doing? Anyone is free to stay or go on the stream. But yeah, I'm just I think I'm about. This is a new segment I'm gonna be probably introduce, and yeah, people are free to join. Have a chat. Okay. I had to do 3 things at once. Just kidding.
Like balancing act with the juggling.
Yeah. Just drawing and speaking at the same time. Can I pull it off? I don't know. But
I don't know. Are you a great multitasker though?
What'd you say?
Are you a great multitasker?
Oh, I've done it before with varying results. It depends. Also, is this angled right? Good. All right. I actually have thumbnails for this very drawing itself, so I came prepared.
Cheater. Oh.
Cheers. So, what time is it over there for you, man?
Let's see. It's 2:30.
2:30 in the morning. Oh, okay.
A.M.
A.M.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll flip the day again, sadly. So I'm living the upside down. Like half the day is wasted on one date, and the next half is wasted on another date.
Oh, that's true. I mean, yeah. Okay. Not much of a night owl myself, but yeah, I think I said one time that I'm more night owl if I have to get things done, but I like the mornings more. There's not much noise. 6 a.m. there's no noise whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I probably thrive more in that kind of that time scale. Let's see who's in the chat. Stinch is in the chat, thankfully. You can see my Star Wars mug. Rip.
Yeah, I see you're a Muller fan.
A mole fan, yes. How did you know?
So, what makes a good rat?
What makes good? Oh my god, I have another EFAP fan. Holy crap. I have excuse to make more EFAP content now.
Yeah, not bad though.
Oh yeah. Imagine, have you, how much have you catched up on EFAP?
I watched. I don't watch EFAP regulars.
Oh yeah.
Religiously.
I can see why. I don't blame you. I can see why. It's pretty.
But
long.
With EFAP, I've been around since like episode 25, 30, in between there.
25. I wonder.
So that makes it about 1-2 years ago.
Oh yeah. It's yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good rap. Mentioned oh yeah, I was oh yeah.
I was just introduced to to Mulder through the Star Wars critiques, and I'm not a big guy on Star Wars, but I like to break down and I like the critical analysis.
Oh man, I loved his I think I liked I saw Star Wars in the theaters and it kind of frustrated me, like The Last Jedi. It was like I think what frustrated me most was Rey's character. I was like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, what's your motivation? Hey there, Yon. How are you doing?
I just woke up, so that's why I can't talk much.
Oh, that's okay. We're just talking about Star Wars and junk.
I know Star Wars.
You do?
Yeah, no Star Wars.
Oh yeah. So.
I've heard of it.
Oh, you've heard of it. That's fair enough. I had the original is pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyway, the so uh, speaking of Star Wars, but yeah, I found when I was watching it, this was before I saw the Unbridled Rage, like Mola's Unbridled Rage, which was a pretty good video, but I'm actually really focused right now. I don't know, this isn't going terrible, but I was like I found like Ray like I was really confused about her motivation like throughout the film. Like the whole line like why are you here? I don't know. like and there were just all these payoffs that didn't really make sense. And you know the fame and like and what they do with like Snoke was just so weird. Yeah. And then I saw like Mauler's Unbridled Rage, and it all made sense. All made sense to me.
Yeah, it sort of like clicked with you.
Yeah, it sort of like he sort of like clarified what all the issues were with it, and oh man, I thought that scene with Leia was very. I'm gonna try to not spoil as much as possible, but that scene with Leia was. I thought that would go very differently. Like I thought she would be sent off like really. That was her last outing, you know. But
Yeah.
oh my god, I liked it when Maul was like, "This is my friend's reaction to the scene." It's just laughing, pissing himself, because what the hell. And then yeah, I spent some time watching the podcasts. Ones when Wolf was on, and it was.
Yeah, I miss Wolf.
I miss Wolf too, man. I'm happy for him now, and
Yeah, same.
how many we got? 2. That's cool. Are you watching the stream right now, Jon? That's okay. But man, there's been a lot of I enjoy like EFAP to the point where like my friend has to say like my friend commented that he like he like kind of trolls me that he's like it's not a great podcast and all. Like I tried to introduce him to him, but he didn't like the length, I guess. We like 2 different podcasts, and that kind of he kind of we almost got to a point where we like he said don't share any more memes, and I got really mad at him, and we almost didn't end up going to see The Lighthouse, which thankfully we did, and it was pretty good. I was
Yeah, I really liked that movie.
I loved I thought William Dafoe was
I love the Jungian aspects of it.
yeah, even like the techniques used.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Friend was like,
Yeah?
why did you spill your beans, Sideburns? Why did you spill the beans?
Spill the beans.
Why did you spill them?
Oh, I didn't. Is that in the chat or is that
Huh?
Oh, was someone saying that in the chat? I didn't like notice.
No. It was referencing The Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, the spill the beans. Oh,
Yeah.
you
Why
don't
did
like
spill
me
the
cooking.
beans?
You don't like me cooking, lad. Oh man, man, I wish that whole speech was a copy pasta, like William Defoe's speech. I just would post it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'd see erase being like a copy pasta meme, just like edited in different types, like the Navy SEAL copy pasta.
Oh yeah, there's yeah, I have a few favorites. I like the Navy SEAL copy pasta. But what was I gonna say about the Lighthouse? Yeah, it was pretty good. It was unconventional. It's like it was filmed like on a in a square. I don't know. It was
Oh Yeah, the aspect ratio is
The aspect ratio, yeah,
1:1, I think.
1:1.
Uh, yeah.
And really heightened the isolation, the feeling of isolation, and
Yeah.
um,
It felt really like it felt like the sprays was so condensed. It really like tightened the atmosphere by having like one focus shot and like dead frames, center framing, and don't go like actively changing shots or doing like a lot of complicated clippings throughout. You know, like you take your time, just pace the shots, and being very slow, but also at the same time it builds up this creeping anticipation.
yeah.
It's a treat, cinematic treat.
Mm-hmm. Do. Oh God, right. Oh well. What do you think of the whole objective quality in
Objective,
art?
subjective.
Yeah, the objective subjective debate around it.
I come from like I can agree to.
Yeah, I can agree to an extent.
But I'm sucked into my own kind of like worldview upon how it comes to like media and art criticism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I do believe in objective qualities within an art medium specifically, because I don't see it from a point of an art. I see it as a point from a medium, because the art plays in this loaded terminology, and that a lot of people can get a different interpretation of what art is to them. Really conflicts with what is presented in the way of communicating art. So I see art as like two definitions. So you describe it as a manipulations of form and medium, and art as a means of conveying a story.
Yep.
Because most like art has been experienced as you go back through the ages, always tells something. There's a narrative into it.
Yep.
But with a lot of trends coming and going, it seems to invoke some kind of like it seems like that it plays on the impressions that is created with the art piece and the perceiver of that art. But I don't find that to hold any water, because it's just a new way of telling a new story. It's a new method of utilizing yourself with like contemporary art. One example could be like the banana on the wall sort of thing. You know, nobody could believe that would be an art piece unless they told a story.
Oh yeah, that's
about this banana ending it up on the wall, and then you would actually get an art piece of it.
Yeah, that could
and
be.
They just manipulate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that could be like, I'm thinking when it comes to objective, that could be, the way I look at it is it's a way to break down. Yeah, I think it's a way to break down discussing what the form and the I guess what the story may be when. Yeah, I guess when it comes. For that example, I think if there's obviously there might be some context missing, like if one feels that way, I guess. I know. I think I came from a sort of fine art background, and a lot of times like there'll be an abstract piece, but it's more about the I always thought, like, in my like naivety, I guess, that it was about technique and like the way I draw now is kind of based on a lot of like anatomical reference and whatnot, but this, I think abstract art is more about the meaning behind like the mark making.
Yeah.
In a way.
And so they sort of need like ways of communicating it to put context to their piece. It adds an inherent value.
Yeah, and they also have like some even have titles, but some people don't, and there could be a lot of reasons. Like there could be a lot of discussion around why they title it that way. You know, like a Rothko, right? Like a Rothko painting, like may be like a sunset, and yeah, and people could talk about like the qualities that make that I guess subjectively, like they could discuss their own interpretation subjectively, but yeah, quality, yeah. I think objective quality doesn't have to be an end in itself. It's just a way to break down what it is, like what expectations it sets, and I think it's easier to like discuss with movies and stuff because there's obviously a story element. Like there's a narrative being told, and we start with these components like characters, who go in arcs. That's at least I think. I think we can all understand like characters who go on arcs and change over time, and then whether that's agreed upon or not, it's yeah, I guess it's up to people discuss that, but that's my long-winded thoughts on that.
I'm with you. I can build on that too. In that, many people think taste is an essential to enjoy certain pieces of art, whether it's abstract and minimal and all that stuff. But I think that when I talk of the story itself, it becomes like a sort of taste that classifies in a genre, sort of. Like a lot of people are attracted to that kind of genre, but there are other people that prefer this genre because their tastes are different, and the only like there's consistencies that must be fulfilled in order for it to like make sense. And I think that those that try to stretch it out and become more intimate or use themselves as the art piece in like contemporary arts and all that stuff, or bring out relics and just try to like manipulate. I know there's like, let's take an example of there was this woman, female artist, who used a tent, and she used this tent to like dress it out and like show it off in some showcase, I think.
A tent.
And that's and the story about this tent was how what she did in that tent.
Oh, I heard of that's Tracy Emin, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Tracy Emin.
Yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah.
And people could perceive that as being not very art in not art in excellence of the perceived excellence in like technique, craft, composition, and all that stuff, because it involves itself in the 3D space, but the assessment of what is objective qualities true to 3D space is a little bit tough.
3D space.
Hi there.
Hi, Epithet. How you doing?
Hey,
Epith. I just call him Ep.
Just
That's all.
discussing art.
Yeah.
Okay. And streaming.
Like, sort of the like, objective and subjective nature. Very, very broad subject. And like, I'm not after any specific answers on it, and I'm just finding it interesting.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a comment here from Gravel Digger. I always feel cohesiveness was one of the most important parts of an art itself. Shock for shock's sake of shock value. is what pushes me away from any sort of artistic medium.
Yeah, there are some shock things that happened, like in the Last Jedi that I could um, like I could back up that statement with. Luke's character kind of I guess it's how people know Luke and what's explained in the story.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of his story that's informed in the film isn't really shown to, not to a satisfying degree, I think. But like his character is kind of in a sense humiliated by like he does. Yeah, I wasn't really happy with it. I did find it strange when I first viewed like
Yeah.
what he was doing on that island. Like,
That's and they sort of like build up to. They don't like build it completely
no.
up to that point either. With there lacks certain contexts to what made these decisions.
Yeah.
And the further exploration of that, what happened in the past, sort of didn't land because it's not it's not character logic, and the way you like build a character like that, they have to have some kind of personal crisis that occurred to reach to that kind of like level that Luke did.
Yeah.
Then there are already then there are like the odd stuff that they do with, for example, Last Jedi. A lot of it are a lot of the choices, creative wise, are the things that I call subversion are inconsequential in that they want to surprise without earning it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like Gravel Digger, like he clarified saying subversion of expectations equals Blair.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you are.
That's because it's not earned.
Are you okay, man?
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
Were you talking to somebody?
Yeah.
No, I heard the song. I'm sorry, I was decided to do that.
That's okay. I'm just so yeah, yeah, he makes a really good point. Subversion of expectations. That's there was not really, like you were saying, there wasn't much setup for it, like for that character. Oh my god, I was doing so well with this. Actually destroying. Oh my god, I actually like did. I'm surprised I did this like did this well despite what we were talking about. Maybe I'm just getting better. I don't know, but except for this leg.
Bro.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what. Yeah, it's like when like I guess streamers they just like get no scope. They just like they do all these no scoping in Call of Duty and just. But they're like talking about some deep philosophical shit. I don't know, like at the same time they're just really good at just going off cuff. But yeah, yeah, like we were saying, like the expectation, I guess the subversion wasn't well set up in that story.
Right.
I've subverted this leg. It doesn't make sense. Oh man.
Subversion.
Oh, I mean like. Oh yeah, go on.
I would say like the foreshortening on that leg is looking a little bit wonky.
I know. Oh man,
but I'm not here to critique. I'm here to relax.
Oh yeah, that's true. I like critique. Yeah, I think it's valuable.
We do it on the proper channels.
Yeah, that's true. ETHAP is a great podcast. Everybody should check it out. If you don't like long form content. You're a massive. I'm sorry. That's
You
that's
are
just
big massive.
a massive. If you don't follow it, you won't get that. But that's
No, it's Johan Moon stuff. I think.
Fat Wonder
Like
Woman.
on my end, they're actually fireworks for some reason.
Are you an NYC?
Yes.
Yeah, then it's fireworks.
Oh,
Hello, me. What? How you doing?
mate. Yeah, mate.
How you doing?
I actually wish I could be in Australia.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cold, but it's like warming up now. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
Australia's a nice country.
I mean,
yeah.
I know it's like very dry. Not dry. That's not the right word. I'd say like.
Down under.
Down
It's
under.
like the opposite.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like, so it doesn't snow there at all.
We did have snow briefly.
Not much.
What am I doing with this thing? I'm just gonna. Oh my god.
Except that it snows in July. It's like the opposite. Like summer's like it's usually the summer. Like summer's July and like winter is December. It's the opposite for Australia, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we have yeah, our like winter, like our summer over here is like really hot, and it's during Christmas. And I don't know how. That would be weird, like celebrating Christmas for you guys in like the summer.
I mean, it would, but I mean that's how time zones work.
Yeah.
It's weird yet.
Bruh, it's not really time zones, it's the axis of the planet.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not a science guy. I don't know.
And don't worry, we won't judge you for it.
Oh, it's springy.
I wish I knew more about science, but sadly.
Not a geography person. I am a science person, so
Oh
I
my
even like
god.
geography.
I'm glad like Fringy is on that podcast so we can talk about all the like dangerous wildlife we have. Just
Yeah.
oh my god.
I mean, remember the whole that moth I showed you, the Genghis moth?
Oh, the Genghis moth, that's actually from my country and I didn't know. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like a little. It even has tendrils and stuff.
Oh.
When I first
my.
saw it, I thought it was like a thing, like a prop for a movie or something.
Yeah, like what was I gonna say? Like I thought, like I didn't even believe that existed, and I found out it's from my country. So yeah, even I'm in disbelief. I'm like, oh my god. But then again, I live in more like, I guess I live in more bushland. I don't live in Western Australia with all the deadly.
Like, Udnadata.
Yeah, like where we have an emu fence and a dingo. We have fences because I guess we want to keep the emus out, you know.
I mean, are emus dangerous? I've never heard of that.
No, it's just there was this farmer who wanted to stop all the emus from eating his crops and all that. And he said about getting the government to help him by shooting as many kangaroos as possible with machine guns, by the way. And he only ended up shooting half of them. Like
Machine guns, my god.
like he
I implore you to Google the Emu War.
the emu war. Yeah, I liked I watched Oversimplified's version. It's a pretty good rundown.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a
Wait, so emus are the ones with those little spikes on their heads, right?
no, that's a cassowary.
Oh.
Cass-
What's the difference?
One actually emus kind of look a bit yeah, they look like they have blue eggs, by the way. Fact. Which is neat, but they're a bit they're black heads and they're more like a feather duster for a body, kind of. And they're just small ostriches. They're discount ostriches.
So they're like mini ostriches, but like less dangerous. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to go up close to it. I wouldn't, but because I guess they could kick you. But they're out.
As for the cassowary, that thing is more dangerous. I have heard.
Oh my god, I heard it can rip a person's stomach open, like with its claws.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Thank God I don't live up north where they. I think they're a more tropical bird, and emus are kind of more in the desert. Who's joined
Shy
us?
guy.
Hey, Shogo.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Shy.
Hey, Shy.
Hello.
I'm just drawing Wonder Woman and hanging out.
So what are you doing?
I'm actually pretty relaxed. I don't know, like just talking and drawing.
Just stream and chill.
Yep.
Oh, watch is online, but he's not here. He's just up in the online. Crazy of everyone.
Are you talking to somebody else, Jan? It sounds like you
I'm
are.
talking to you guys.
Oh, the other. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Watch is online.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah. I'd say visit the more inland areas of Australia if you're gonna visit after COVID, I guess.
The only place that I want to visit for Australia is that one mining town where like they've dug out like hotels and stuff inside the dirt. It looks like a marshland. Like some like small little town in Mars on Mars.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the place, but
Oh
it's
my
supposed to be
God,
very
it's
attractive.
far away.
You get it by playing.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of we do a lot of mining. That's true. We even mined across the desert, and which makes sense because it's like
Sorry.
hot. It's like really
Yeah, Cooper Petty.
Cooper Petty. Yep. Just 1 second. Hold on.
Dusty cold. Matter it is dusty. Maybe it is.
That's a pretty good Wonder Woman.
Oh, thank you, dude. I was just I am kind of overdoing it right now, so I'll probably do a different page. I'll do that.
Actually, shifting the legs improved it significantly in gesture.
Yeah, I got the gesture down. I got the
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, these are just warm-ups, so where are we? Maybe I'll do the punching one. Just looking at my thumbnails. Yeah, well, do one with the skirt as well. All right.
Shows the thumbs.
The thumbnails. Well, I'll have to cover that one after this as a spoiler. But yeah, this is just what my warm-ups were. The Usaki one. Yeah. All right.
So you draw the gesture first, or you just doodle the entire body just like that?
I kind of thumbnail it, so I like having a plan.
Oh, okay.
But I know enough to do it on my own, like, because I want it to be a bit clean, even though it's probably not going to be. But I want it to be kind of clean, looking in the final illustration.
Which will, and you're gonna do it like with ink or with just pencil?
Oh man, I don't ink that much. I try to like improve. I guess I have basic tools like fine liners and like I have this basic 0.4 art line.
That can work.
Yeah, I guess depends on the quality I want. I was thinking about doing, like, I wish there was this challenge where like other comic artists ink like penciled work, and we could call it something like tag team tracing or something catchy.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that sounds pretty
Now
cool.
that there are a lot of inkers on the server, like Imperium Bowl and Man of Adam. So like do pencils and then like swap and then make the other person like do the inks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like a challenge that involves. It's a challenge that involves. It would be a challenge that involves two people. One does. I guess it could be for a story or a illustration, and like where they do a piece. Just like they do they work on the pencils of another artist.
Yeah.
And I thought about like if that'd be a cool way to see how other people like ink my work. And because I'm not always fine, like my inking is okay, it's just not the level I want yet. But it would be interesting if it catched on to other people. The challenge.
I could try it. I would try it, to be honest with you.
Well, I had to think of the rules first, but it would be cool. How's chat going?
Does sound like an interesting concept.
Yeah, one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I'll discuss it more later in the Discord. But lives. One of my favorite comedians live came from Australia. Wonderful sense of humor, I must say. That what comes to mind for me is Carl Barron. He's pretty Australian in his mannerisms. He's very and that's what makes it so funny, I guess. Even when he talks about visiting France and he didn't know what escort means. I'm like, oh, because he's Australian and he doesn't yeah. It's just that's funny. That interaction.
Yeah. Cultural clashes.
Yeah. He just thought they needed directions, huh? Yeah, like that. I had to just go and then. Oh right, I wanted to extend that. Have you heard of these 12 principles of animation?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have not heard of that.
Oh, yeah, it's I watched that video recently. I kind of like incorporating that in my art, like the ideas were just to create more movement and flow. And I guess you could also learn, because comics are something you do over and over again, where you draw the same character over and over again, and oh my god, you want to make them dynamic and full of life, and even if they don't necessarily move, I can take things from that video that are really helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's animation from 101, and I read a lot of art books and stuff, and I started almost finished the Animator Survival Kit, and I thought of applying all that knowledge into gestures, sort of, because if you think of it from a comic sense, movies are kind of like a still frame of the important moments, where you have one action, one event, or a seance. But if you apply animation on top of that, you get the keyframe, sort of, and just to accentuate a couple of actions, panel by panel, sort of, you get an amazing you can get an amazing effect. You see that with One Punch Man, it almost has this animated
that's so true, man.
Chapters.
Yeah. There's the series of panels where it just looks like a camera swooping in around Saitama. It was just
with Sonic.
Sonic. Sonic, the ninja character in that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's this worm battle that you see from his perspective, he approaches Saitama, and Master. I don't remember the gray hair dude.
Garo?
Yeah, no, Garo. Yeah, Fang. So you see him swooping in, and then like you get like this like animatic sort of like 12 pages, and he's like flipping through, and then you get like this animated effect. It's so cool. That's what's captivating about Yusuke Murata, because he really nails like aesthetic and sometimes even like animates it itself. It's magical.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely study animations and try to find ways to implement it in a plastic medium like comics.
Oh, so like, what's it called again?
The what?
The 12.
Richard Williams, The Animator's Survival Kit.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's a course book in animation, or like the course book. It's, for many, it's considered the Bible.
Oh, I have this. I have this book. I haven't read it yet, though. I haven't read it.
Well,
the one with
list.
I mean, I'm reading this other stuff already, so it's gonna take a while. But I mean, now that I know, I'll save money now. I'll save money now.
Just rattle. Do I got it? Oh, thank God, I got it.
I mean, you'd be surprised. It's always the last thing you would expect to have, yet somehow it helps. It's weird.
Yeah.
Plus, as you said, like comics have a bit of anime. Like, especially if you're performing an action, it has to feel animated, like there's movement going on. So I do agree with you. Like if someone is throwing a punch or is going from multiple places, you have to kind of have to believe that the character is moving, even though it's a static image, as you said. So yeah, I agree. But I'll be sure to read this as soon as I get the time.
It was like, if you take the principles like squashing and stuff, you could definitely try to add that in certain like action scenes instead of just a blur effect.
Oh yeah.
When the character is like moving up for like a wind up, as you call it in like fighting games, that wind up is shown like a little blur most of the part of manga.
Right.
But you can like stretch it out and like make it feel like there's force. Another great book on gestures, Force.
Okay, now that one I definitely don't have.
Montesi, dynamic life drawing. That's the byline. Force, dynamic life drawing.
Don't have that one.
And there's an animator's edition of that one too, for those that want to do it with animation.
That would be pretty cool to have, though. Because you never know.
Yeah.
God, this shading is... I'm trying to get the shading right.
You're drawing too?
Yeah, I'm drawing something like on my Clip Studio Paint. I'm trying to apply the lessons that I got from that comic self-publishing book I told you about yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's working out so far, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna, but I'm trying to add the shading here, but I don't want to add so much, because I know so much shading can ruin a piece.
Yeah, overworking.
Yeah. Don't want to ruin too much shading. The inking is fine, which I'm glad I know how to ink now, finally.
If you settle for the amount of values, then you're good to go, sort of.
Yep.
If you go for like 3, 4, 3, 5, 7 value.
Oh, okay, I see.
So just make sure that the blacks are definitely that one part of that value.
Understood. And I gotta make sure I have it's sort of a picture that's for an icon for like
I don't know. What are you staring at?
like a tabletop game. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Oh, it's not for like I'm designing one, but I'm like making a character to so I can participate in it.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, it's kind of like D&D but different.
What type game?
It's called Anime Campaign.
Okay.
imagine it kind of like D&D, but there's a lot more rules to it. I'm a little new to it.
Yeah, I'm playing a little bit more simpler game called Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Oh, nice.
It's more like fast-paced D&D. It's gonna take 1,000 years to set up.
But like the one I'm doing right now has the theme of superheroes. That's why I'm participating in this one. So I'm creating a superhero character, and now, yeah, I barely played. I mean, it's been a while since I played tabletop games, though. Outside of that,
I'd probably like to DM at one point, like be a game master, so I could write the story for it. You know, for a camp. I'd like to be a game master one time, so I could yeah, like it could be, yeah. I can imagine it can be cool. You can, like make the enemy encounters and make the characters do things you want. Like, yeah, it's interesting. I quit D&D back a while ago.
I actually used to play it until I actually had this one friend of mine, or ex-friend rather, because he kind of ended D&D in a very poor way.
Oh dear.
Basically, when we beat the final boss to that D&D session, he, for some reason, killed off one of our characters for no reason, essentially.
I got mentioned.
For no reason. Oh.
Yeah, we all got mentioned.
Oh yeah, it was Peter. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Imperial. Yeah, I see. But yeah, no, he ended it because we beat the boss, but one of us had to die for some reason.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then there was like a fight, and then that's about it.
Oh dear.
Nothing physical, I'm glad, but it still came off out of nowhere.
I should add a sword. Why didn't I add the sword? Or maybe I can. I don't know.
There's some people who take it too seriously.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get invested into something very much.
I mean, he was a nice guy. Problem was, he was too invested with it.
I kind of quit D&D, and then my friend did, and I don't know if he did because of me. Like, I still suspect it, but he probably didn't like it anyway. I guess he didn't. Well, it was fun actually, but it's like when it's when it becomes like about like the person. You'll get like players who are pretty OP. Like I knew this one guy who like had a swashbuckling. He had a swashbuckling like tabaxi, and but he had like really cool. He'd always like use his special moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always gonna be that one character that is overpowered.
Yeah, and I'm always like, and I guess it's like a group thing, and I tend to get drained in social situations. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I agree.
There's that aspect.
Because I remember like I would have to like hang out on weekends. Not had to, but like sometimes we couldn't even hang out at like a usual house hangout, so we had to go to a library in order to play. It was a little awkward. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so happy I can draw wrists. I found a way.
Oh, that drawing's looking good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like.
You really got that swing going.
Got that swing. Yeah, I just nailed the. Got the gesture. Got the gesture down, and also the hair. I like the hair done by Glenn Keane. He's an animator. I like a few animators actually.
I like Gendy. I like that Gendy guy, the guy who made
Gendy Todorowsky.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. He's excellent. He made a great Star Wars animated. Oh, I love that one.
Oh man, that is awesome. I like the Grievous. I like the version of Grievous in that one. where he's so.
It's so good.
I know.
That one when he like drop reveals himself. Oh my. Oh.
Sup.
As a kid,
Sup.
What?
as a kid, that's inspirational.
Very.
Yeah.
But yeah, Glenn Keane, his work on like Tarzan.
He did. Yeah. He's I really like his hair kind of. His hair physics in some of them. I think he worked on Pocahontas as well.
He did.
That's what I'm thinking about. But
Yeah.
yeah.
He worked. Let's see. In Pocahontas, he worked story supervising animator, visual developer, and character designer.
Mm-hmm.
But like supervising the animation for Treasure Planet, it's a great movie. Still.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's got 2D and 3D animation in it, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, both Tarzan and Treasure Planet's got that.
Oh man.
I heard that Treasure Planet was like underrated though.
Oh, it got like backstabbed because they shoved it in like December, which is a bad month for movies.
Oh, because like Christmas and holidays.
Not only that, but they didn't want they didn't want the attention because I think they didn't want go any further because they were a little bit stubborn with the amount of money that went into it. And
Okay,
they didn't believe in it, and so it was shoved like way back in a year. But it could have gotten a January slate, which could have been worse. Considering that
really?
most garbage is always out in January.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think another movie that got shunted that had good animation too was like Iron Giant. I remember that too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that one had a November release, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Titan AE was pretty good when I saw it. Titan AE is it's a Don Bluth film, but it has like 3D animation. It's about it's a sci-fi movie about, I think it's about a machine that kills planets. I guess it's really cool. But I haven't seen it in a long time.
I've never seen that.
Titan AE.
AT something.
Titan AE.
Titan.
AE is for After Earth.
AE.
Oh, okay.
After.
Didn't know that.
Oh, like.
Titan AE,
Yeah, like it's a.
for 2000.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were talking about the Will Smith movie. Oh man.
No. I remember distinctly like it was like AE on that one. And,
Yeah.
then it was like Titan AE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It bombed 36 million on a budget of 75 to 90.
Mm-hmm. I just remember the Creed
I got
soundtrack.
times two, like plus the ad campaign.
I may ink this or may not. So okay, let's I'm gonna do something weeby. Let's see. Where are we? All the weebs in the chat rejoice. I'm gonna work on Sugoi. Usaki-chan, who was she was a mascot for a blood bank, I think. Yeah, a blood drive. And
Uzakia?
Azakia, yeah. Just an anime girl, you know.
She just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem? I think you'll find out. I'm kidding. Hmm? Can't quite hear you, Jan. Here's a bag. Oh my god, what the hell are these fingers doing?
Yeah, I don't understand the controversy surrounding that character.
Oh my
Just
god.
because he got a big head and big eyes. Just
What
playing
character?
about with Usaki-chan, you know, the big jug one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's stupid. I have no idea what. Honestly, I think it's because I don't know. Some people probably just don't like anime or something, or they're actually no. It's not even that some of them don't like anime. It's the fact that apparently they because some of these people want to make stuff, but well, this is something I heard, but supposedly it has something to do with the fact that it's like they're making stuff essentially, and they're using this character improperly because she big head, big eyes, and other stuff.
Yeah,
I want to throw a running actually.
A lot of manga and anime, they play around with the aesthetic expression. That's when they like end up with the situation of traps and all that stuff. They like to like play with the gender bending so far that there is no distinction between male and female. Right. And you like make handsome boys that look lanky and very very sensual. And you like make females that are a little bit more tomboyish in their looks or whatever. And this is one of those examples where like childlike characteristics that you've seen in anime, especially like moe and stuff, really is getting played up by the by just swapping like a few elements with like an adult body, and so you get like a big head, big eyes, big milkers.
I guess.
but on a short body.
I do know that yeah, exactly. It has something to do with that, and also, and yet someone called and some people are actually called out because they also supported I don't want to say the name of this show that supposedly is going to be. Apparently, it has something to do with the show on Netflix. I'm not going to say the show because I forgot the name, but apparently that got controversy, and understandably so, honestly.
Oh, the cuties?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so, and the people who defended it were the same people who didn't like, some of them were the same people that didn't like, it made no sense.
Yeah, it was pointed out by Hirohei and Nokusaku.
Yeah, him. I watch Hirohei sometimes, but yeah, no, and plus, Usaki's supposed to be I'm saying that right? Usaki?
Usaki-chan.
Usaki. So, yeah, she's supposed to be 19, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
But in the Netflix thing, it's why? Because they're real people. That's different.
Also, the marketing kind of was they didn't market it pretty well, and it's way different over in France, the posters for that. This is pretty much Netflix's doing the controversy.
Really weird.
They actually, I would say they actually succeeded. I was talking earlier about this, and it was intentional. I think it was so intentional when it comes around to these kind of things because it sparks word of mouth.
It's messed up though.
Yeah,
I know, but it's cold, But there's a fine line between reality and fantasy, and I really don't want that to be broken.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
No way.
But, I mean, the line is basically 2 and 3 dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you can get away with it when it's 2D in certain ways, and there needs to be heavy debates surrounding the effects of it.
By the way,
but when it comes to reality,
I did this. I was warming up with a piece, and it's I include Hideo Kojima in it, based off the new game, called Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna post that on Instagram sometime.
That looks pretty good.
I know this.
Like the bow and the sword.
Yeah, this is a lot of inking. This was a lot of inking for me. A lot of nice references, but yeah, I'll show. Yeah, I'll post that on Instagram today. Now I want to make Usaki I want to show her running, but also she has a bag. I want to show action. Tell a story. Tell a story with pictures.
Okay. Been a while since they actually that's supposed to be that head he's holding it. That's meant to be God, His name escapes me. He's from Metal Gear, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying.
Trico Mantis?
No, he's like the swordsman guy.
You're getting warmer.
Goes by, huh?
You're getting warmer. Yeah.
But he goes under the nickname Jack the Ripper. But that's
Oh.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
Oh no, I don't think that's him. But it is. He has the same. He's similar design. You know.
oh, okay.
Yeah. It's Grey Fox, by the way. But his mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great Fox.
I really like his mask and his whole. I guess his character in the game. I might just make this. I'm gonna draw the whole body this time.
A lot of the like character designs for conventions I find very endearing.
Oh yeah.
Like Monsoon, especially.
Monsoon, and then I like
Sam.
Is Monsoon the girl, like the woman, the
No, it's like that guy that went on that whole meme rant. Killer be kill Jack.
the memes, Jack.
Memes.
Have you checked the internet? Is that an actual line Armstrong says? Like, have you looked at the internet? The memes.
I think.
I've only played up to a certain point in Revengeance. I'm just stuck on this one like mech battle, but I've seen I've seen clips of that cutscene here and there. Yeah.
That old reference you think of, like the memes. Show me. I think it's cut and paste. I'm not really sure because I didn't recognize it from the final fight.
Yeah. What was I about to say? I like the character with the like many arms, and they're actually the arms are kind of just robots.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh man, I know the name.
A lot of the females in Metal Gear series are always like well designed.
A lot of the I think a lot of the male ones too. Like I like especially Raiden. I probably couldn't draw him like myself, but I like his design. Hope we can make this shoe work, but he's I like how it shows him as in a different like in its reflection of his history in the game, but he was hated in the first and the second game, I think, because people were expecting to play Snake. Yeah.
If anyone is watching who's watching this, look up Max Durat's breakdown of Metal Gear series.
Oh yeah.
Great. It's a great breakdown, especially for Metal Gear Solid 2. Discussing about the subversiveness of ad campaign, and that's how you do a subversive by expectation.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Thank you, Gravel. They gave up woobs. I'm gonna give up woobs too. Watch now. Okay. What am I doing? I gotta. Okay. I don't like that foot. This is in real time.
Are you gonna do like a oh no, I'm late for school, toast in the mouth?
Toast them? Yeah, you could do that without. No.
Yeah, that was.
Actually, this foot is way overextended, I think. I don't know. Just doesn't look quite right. I'm having a problem with like legs in general today.
Yeah, that might be a leg day, okay?
It's not leg day. Exactly. A shame. I really like this foot. I like how it's.
I think it might be like make a kick motion instead of like walking forth.
It is kind of doing that. Yeah. Unless you're just playing a game of soccer on the side. But that's okay. I can.
like kicking a can or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that Ernest Hemingway picture where he stands on like countryside road and kicks a can.
Ernest Hemingway. No, I haven't seen that picture in particular. Um, oh my god, I saw like I was looking up Norman Rockwell the other day.
Yeah.
I kind of like him as like, in like a classical artist sort of way. And then there was this like one, I saw like this one painting in the image search where it was like a few people. Like there was a girl, there was like a African American woman, like a little girl, and these two men, and then some like racial slur behind it. And I didn't see that before. Like I looked at all the details in the foreground, and then the background just like popped out. So that was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. The painting. Obviously, he's done a lot of his work is very good with conveying emotion and his faces look pretty human. He's very good at showing human emotion, a bit witty, even if they're kind of exaggerated in a way.
That's part of like his work too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he always tells a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
that's.
it's like way different from J.C. Leyendecker. In that Leyendecker doesn't make a lot of expressions with his face, though that he also like exaggerate the body's looks and all that. But yeah, Rockwell has got like this amazing quality of just evoking emotions through making an exaggerated expression. And his colors are pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think.
Don't think. Feel the artwork. Feel.
How does that make you
I always
feel?
have to think. I always think. I don't know why, but I always think when I see art.
I think.
Either
Stop
way,
being analytical. You're being subjective.
yes, I
Analytical.
Why it's life.
That's your opinion.
Okay, that's fair.
No.
Hey, I mean, dude, I believe in everyone's opinion too. You can have your own opinion about anything. I'm not gonna murder you for it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Says he, having a blade right beside his bench.
A blade?
Could you imagine?
Who has a blade? Oh,
Just joking.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Oh.
But
I'm doing feet
yeah,
wrong.
no, like I would say, like, which artist would you say, like, for any medium, like, whether it be animation or comics or whatever, which artist do you think has who do you think is the best modern cartoonist? Is what I'm trying to say. Art-wise.
That's a good question.
Personally, I like anything by Mike Mignola.
Same. But it's not my favorite.
Fair enough.
I like it. I wouldn't.
Magnolia's very
the
good.
guy.
Huh?
I said Magnolia's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, he made I like his statuesque. Like it makes me think of classic comics combined with statues for some reason.
Yeah. He's got a very like gothic ring to him.
Yeah.
And when he does like watercolors, and especially like during the lockdown, he's been doing commissions, different kind of characters like the Kermit and Marceline from Adventure Time.
How much does he charge?
I don't know, but when I'm looking at it, it looks like wood carvings for some reason. It looks beautiful.
I don't know how he does it. It's so crazy, and it's all pencil. So it's like he's taking it's almost as if he's taking the pencil. Like imagine just taking a sculpture, and you just take the crumbs of the sculpture, and you make an image with the crumbs.
Oh,
That's one way to describe Mike Mignola. He's like a sculptor, but with like he's using the crumbs or the ash of the sculpture. If that makes any sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you ask like for several mediums, Takeshi Koike, Red Line, and that one Animatrix movie, World Record.
Oh, cool.
Takeshi Koike is he's one guy. He's got like Mignola influences with the chiaroscuro because he used hard wax to his to his stuff, and it's magnificent. Like, it could be both a comic and a movie at the same time. I'm posting it in the Hangout for an example.
That would be pretty interesting, though. Like a movie designed to be like a comic book. Like just like because I remember watching this.
2004.
2004. Wow.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It actually makes me think of and reminds me of You've read Watchmen, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There was this thing on YouTube where they have this motion comic of Watchmen.
Oh.
Like
Yeah, that's the extended one.
Yeah, I like that one. Imagine if there was like an animated movie, but it was a motion comic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
If you've been wondering what I've been doing, I've been making copies.
Yeah.
I like paper, staple, cut, repeat.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool though, because I mean, it's the actual comic itself, but you're just animating it essentially, or adding effects to it to give it more oomph, rather.
What's wrong with this elbow?
Like a motion comic?
Yeah, like a motion comic. Like if that was
Cinematic.
yeah, it was like a motion comic, but it's also a movie.
She's denim, right?
Opening wrists.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. Opening race. Let me see.
Didn't we
The
just
video's unavailable.
video unavailable?
Yeah, it says video unavailable. This video contains content from.
VPN time.
It is visual block though.
VPN time.
Damn you stars. Curse you stars. Why would you do this? You're supposed to help us reach the skies, not drop us on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Let me do something else. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Called opening red line. Okay, they'll look into that. Red line. And oh wow, that looks pretty good actually.
It is amazing. Watch it. That gets the whole good.
It has like a. So it's a racing movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow. It kind of makes me think of Speed Racer for some reason.
Oh, you'll get definitely kick out of it. It's like an adult speed racer.
Oh man, I'm gonna save.
Or like,
when I watch
it's
later.
actually more like Wacky Races, but the anime made.
Wacky Races, but with anime. Okay, I'm definitely interested now. Because I like classic stuff. I like classic tunes and comics.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna save this to my watch later and give it a shot later.
Got a question for you, Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
I think it's Dan. Sorry.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dale.
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 Dan. It's okay.
Scratch it. I'm really horrible with names.
No, it's okay. What's up?
What I do is read the icons of the names.
Oof.
No, it's okay, man.
Technically, I'm never wrong.
No, my approach with real names, just like throw that out the window. We're just using screen names. So sideburns. Do you use like references? Along drawing.
Well, I did look up the references for what's it? Usaki and Wonder Woman, but I do like to try and build up a visual vocabulary, kind of library, a visual library in itself, like sort of like what Dan Frager does. And I've had varying levels of success in that way. I just find understanding how to visualize stuff like interesting, I guess. Just figuring out ways to do it quicker. I do have to study. I do study though. I don't think it'll replace it entirely. Like drawing from observation. But I like that sort of method. I like to develop it. Like it helps me break down information faster. For me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll often think of like the marks I'm making as like information or and I'll give myself rules like I won't draw anything like say smaller than this tube. Like if it goes smaller than that, I'll just make a line for that.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. You can make it like your own thing and this is because I don't want like to strain myself as well. Like
Yeah.
and I think have I mentioned Mobius before? I like
You mentioned Mobius. I think last time.
yeah.
Yes, that sounds more like Sonic.
That's the artist Jean Girard. He was a French illustrator and he yeah, he was he often like creates these sci-fi like I guess pieces. They're often very imaginative and
Vivid.
they're cohesive in a sense, like in a way. And I try to get
That is awesome. There's like this one with a stone face. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I read a Silver Surfer story by him and Stan Lee. Really
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a like stars aligning collaborative.
Oh yes, definitely.
I liked Galactus. That was amazing.
Actually, yeah, I love the I like the fight in that one. And he showed like bits of how he did the process, how he like, interpret Stan's script and which was a good like a nice extra. Yeah. Like he's very subtle. I like that he's kind of subtle in his like anatomy but he's also great at visualizing like scenes and stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, by looking at his art, if you had told me he was a graphic animator, I would have believed you, 100%.
Graphic animator.
Or just an animator in general, because this looks.
Oh yeah.
Like, it looks amazing. This looks like something from an animated movie, even the backgrounds.
Oh, there's actually an anime that uses Mobius heavily as an influence. It's not Nausicaa of Valor Twin, though it has references of Mobius. But I'm gonna find it.
Found it. Oh, I've seen this. It's Studio Ghibli. I haven't seen this one, but I know of
no, I'm not thinking of Nausicaa. I'm thinking of Dragon's Heaven, 1988.
Dragons.
It's an old anime, but it looks like if Mobius was doing anime.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. You can even tell with the robot. It even has the scratches and the detail.
Yeah, like the stipples and cross hatching of Mobius. Definitely.
Man, remember when stuff used to look like all detailed back then? We don't see that now anymore.
Oh, come on. Well, that's my biggest gripe, but also my biggest understanding is like if you want to pump out things nowadays, it gotta simplify.
That is true. I mean, yeah, like all jokes aside, that is kind of true considering I know for manga artists, they have to work 24/7 practically just to keep making manga essentially.
Yeah.
And they have to keep doing it, and sometimes it'll drive them crazy.
Yeah. They do. They're lucky, like the experienced ones, to get at least a team to work with, and
that's good.
But for like upstarts or like new mangakas, they have to do like almost everything by themselves.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when they're beginning, that's when it's kind of crazy.
That's when you create all the health complications. I think.
Oh no, I
like
don't have to do the
stages
belt.
of them.
Because I know Akira the creator of Dragon Ball, Toriyama.
Toriyama.
Yeah, Toriyama. I know for a fact, not for a fact, but like I know that with his stuff, when he was making Dragon Ball and stuff, he essentially had he had to live in a very small living condition,
Oh yeah.
like almost like an if anything. Yeah, like it's so tight and
Like a
not
cell.
like a cell. I mean, maybe like a cell, but like imagine it like
Like a studio apartment with a shared bathroom.
it looks like that if anything. Because I can't really think of it, but yeah, if I had to say it, it's pretty much what you just said. Plus, I mean, I know they even have. I even looked up the schedule for manga artists, and they barely have to keep drawing every single day, and it's crazy. And I understand why, because they don't want to lose appeal, which makes sense without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna post it in the Hangout text chat for those that want to see.
Oh yeah, and see. Yeah, like I know that sometimes they get like 2 hours of sleep every week.
Oh
At least
man.
That's what was at least that's for one of them. For this one, Hiroshi. And
It's a person by person space.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Someday.
Oh,
Who's there?
I think I have to go soon. I gotta call it a night.
Oh no, thank you, man, for stopping by. But and thanks for like keeping the conversation going with Stinch. I hope you had fun.
Oh no, I had a lot of fun. And
No.
I hope you do, and I hope to come do another stream maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great, man. If you came by again, it'd be cool. But
Alright, well,
have a great night, dude.
you
Cheers.
too, and have fun with your stream, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Look at that
Crossover schedule.
Yeah.
Oh.
That schedule is.
Oh, I'm looking at it now.
pain. Yeah.
Oh,
Free
that's
time.
schedule.
Look at the little free
was so-
time. It's like tiny.
Yeah.
It's like 3 bars. Oh. Sleep. Oh, there's sleep. There's sleep one too, but it does seem short. It does. Yeah, it does seem really to be shorter than me, like than my sleep schedule.
It's sort of what I experienced when I was doing a tight deadline. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I've talked enough about that
No.
with so many now.
No, man. Wait, did you say it was 2 a.m. over there? Like 2:30?
Well, now it's 3:49 a.m.
Oh, well. Well, that changes everything. Don't worry. Yeah, I was just... you don't have to... If you feel too tired, I understand if you have to go,
I'm not
but...
tired. I'm a night creature, and
No, that's
I keep
okay.
on doing. I was awake for like 22 hours yesterday, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say 22 hours yesterday?
20...
Yeah.
Wow, that must take a lot of caffeine.
I had 4 cups of coffee and 1 like small Red Bull sugar-free.
I'm still on the
Anyone
phone.
want to see the copies I've made already?
Exactly, Gravel. We are far from pain.
Want to see it?
Far from that.
Yeah, sure. Drop an archer.
Oh, okay. I have to and everything. I just make papers and then get it around.
Okay.
Oh
I
my
just made
god.
so much. What I'm working on right now.
Nice.
Jesus. I've started them so I know how much.
Well,
This
as
one.
much as it's fun, Gravel, no, it's important that we sleep, or else we'll turn maniacal.
We'll turn necrotic. Yeah, we'll turn into zombos.
Did you say necrotic?
Yeah, like we'll turn into zombies, won't we? Like.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to be sure that you actually said zombies. Just like
Zambinos. Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. The Zumbu.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Is this a custom swap?
Oh yeah, it is. It's like
Yeah.
Diana's like, what the heck? And like, obviously Osaka's gonna be like shocked. I'm like, huh? I'm just having a bit of fun now. So oh, what you typing there?
Just in chat.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at. Oh geez, that's all right. Oh, it's still here. Oh, it's gone. Okay, here it is. All right. Do. I wanna. I like that meme. Just like upgrade.
Yeah, the upgrade meme. Oh, no, go back. Go back.
Fuck, go back. Yeah.
Or like you get this big button like none.
No. Memes. Just meme, bro.
Infectious disease. Memes.
Seize the
Lazy
meme.
dog. What's the mouse? What's the mouse? What's the mouse?
What's memes?
Oh no, I know what memes are. I just like, where are the memes?
Show me.
Show me the memes. What are they?
Show me this stick bug.
You've been stick bugged.
Thanks, man. I love stick
Later
bugs.
on. Later on, you're gonna get recalled. I recalled myself when I was watching that.
It's a nice song too. So yeah.
Yeah, and as far as it comes from a custom game from Roblox of all places.
Oh my.
Oh, Roblox. I know Roblox, but it's not that much. Alright, I like it.
I'm trying to figure out the secrets of the ballpoint, so I'm just like doodling. See if I can get some nice inks out of it.
Oh my god, hell, the face. The nose is too small. Just have to refer to a past drawing. I did. Oh, what the heck? What's that doing there? After that more 100 meme the other day, I'm still mentally whacked. So for me, this is the norm now. That meme. Imagine if you showed that to like just people out of context. It would be.
You know,
Oh,
if you showed Goodell by the context, I think they would be even more confused.
Yeah, it's just made up of. It's just made up of like phrases actual people have said, actual arguments. I don't think you would understand it in context. Arguably.
Not even in context, it makes sense like a message.
Arguably.
But But yeah, Total's a good cook though.
Oh man, Tonald.
Let's give props for that.
So good to have him on that, like, the 100th episode.
Yeah.
He was a nice, chill guy, and I was thankful Wolf was there for him to see. I thought I think he would be like, you think I'd miss like 100th you think I'd miss like I wouldn't be on that. I think he was probably planning to like be on at the same time as Tonald because he wouldn't miss it. Because he's like one of the first people they covered. Like, it's amazing. And he's improved. Like he's a person who's improved his content over time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's becoming more likable by each thing he's been creating.
Mm-hmm. Mm. What in thou? Does Wonder Woman talk like Thor?
No.
No.
Like in the font type.
Like when does she like say things in Shakespearean? Like, because she's from, I guess she's from a. Well, that wouldn't really make sense if it was just Amazons. I guess they kind of have.
I've always like heard her voice like in the JLA animation. That's how.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She really speaks.
Uh-huh.
Not like how Gal Gadot portrays her.
Oh yeah, that's him. I mean, she fits the role. She fits it comfortably. Like, yeah. As Wonder Woman. I just like that hand I'm doing right now. Just.
But speaking like Thor, I cannot recall her ever do that either font-wise or in the like grammar.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have stolen thy mercy or some.
Sugu Tekai.
That would have been a Thor quality.
Uh-huh.
A little bit on the nose too. If they were to like swipe it.
Oh no, what have I done? Dekai.
I think accented is what I'm going after. Not,
yeah.
Grammar.
Yeah, I would say that. Like
how Gravel pointed out, Wonder Woman, she does have something of a proper way of speaking, but not forsooth and such.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she talks more like English is not her first language. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's a lot of more formal and lack of contractions kind of speak, at least in some versions of her.
Yeah, it's not really something that crosses my mind. I'm just like, in terms of the world like she inhabits and stuff, and I just think it's interesting, like, or where she comes from. I like to think about that sometimes. But I'm fine with her like just sounding like, if she sounds American either way. I'm fine with, because that was a thing with Angel too, because he, like in the show, he was originally Irish, and he sort of developed, because he's like 200 years old. He's a vampire, and he eventually had adopted American accent. I can believe that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just taking in the what is it called? The phonetics of the location.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, absolutely.
But that's grown like in wider use of slang in like local words and all that stuff.
When I was very young, teachers used to pick up on the fact I sounded kind of American, and I think it's because I watched a lot of Rugrats back in the day. Yeah. That's what I was told. Like, I think that's why I got like that sounding, like I sound the American.
Yeah, I've been throwing the odd comment about your English is pretty good. Are you from Texas?
is it a normal thing to be? Not that I'm saying anything. Is it normal to sound like? I don't know if Texans sound kind of like. Well, they have their own dialect, I guess, but they like Texans. I just picture cowboys, you know. Speak.
Yeah. If you watch like Game Chasers, they speak almost like without any accented dialect or whatever. I think they could straight fit into like in California or something. Well, there are people that's got like vocal fries that is very Californian. But
Oh my God.
I think they might be a little bit of Central Houston, and not out like in the not out in the sticks.
Oh yeah. What time is it? How long have we been going? Oh wow, that's cool. What are these knees? Misogynies. I don't speak misogyny. I should say that like as a parody. Oh man, if I parodied a feminist, I would say I don't speak misogynies. Thank you very much.
Misogynies.
Oh wow. I think I'm gonna pack it up after after this. I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's been a treat seeing this demo.
Demo. Oh yeah. Just normal Sunday morning for me, I guess. Streaming and all that. Why do I make her look skinny in this? She looks kind of bulky, but yeah.
Yeah, one of them do look like I've skipped out on leg day.
Skimp on that day. Yeah, but an artist version of that. Skip leg day. I should. Okay. I think I might do it. So, I think my process, during this drawing was I had a vague idea of their design, and except for obvious references, have to get right. What was it? I have a thumbnail. I always prepare with a thumbnail, when I do a pose thing. Because there's always going to be some, if the pose is just right, then I can continue. But I actually didn't post this one. Or it's sometimes when I'm thinking about it, then I can get it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always in flux, you know. You learn new things and develop your own visual library.
Yeah. I'm thinking of visual library as when you pull reference of environments and objects and stuff, but when it comes to humans, it's very tricky.
Oh yeah.
So, it's always handy to have gesture references like pictures.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it'll ever replace just drawing from reference, but I like to. Every artist has their shortcuts. I think we can agree.
Yeah.
In a weird way, I might say that I know artists only use shortcuts because they're interpreting information, but they're using it's approximation, I guess. Drawing, a lot of drawing is approximating reality to a degree.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you got creators like Ethan Becker on YouTube. he thinks most of his forms and gestures in triangles
Uh-huh.
to like use this example. So every like gesture and everything just forms around this whole construction of triangles.
Oh.
But like thinking with breaking down everything to shapes and stuff. Yeah, carrying that around like in a visual library can be taxing. But if you think in one shape or like in one way, sort of,
Mm-hmm.
it sort of helps you remember the structure, and then you like fill in with texture later.
Mm-hmm. Like, I
It's not
was.
about seeing the
Yeah.
not about like seeing the object dead on for what it is, but what it's built up as.
Yeah. Like, you can like make a convincing like. I always try to find a way to make a convincing. Uh. I think the way I'm doing it is I start like in this size, like it's A5. It's very small. I work pretty small, so I don't have to spend a lot of time on it. And it's kind of about like experimenting with mark making, and like I said, like I won't draw too small, and if it's too small I add a line. So those are the kinds of rules I tend to make up as I go along. And that generally, like, I work that into my style. Oh yeah, I think that'll do it for today, guys. So yeah, thanks for coming by for my stream.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope
Thanks for letting us hang out.
and I hope you guys do get some sleep. You know, I think it's important. if you're
I'll get to it eventually.
yeah, you know, it's the most important like
Very good.
yeah.
Very good.
And thanks for stopping by, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. And
Later,
man. Where are we going? Bye on. Yeah, so that was just a Discord call. Thank you guys for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed this little fan art. Area of all likes. Thanks very much. Yeah, the chat's been really lively too. Thank you, Gravel. I love the facial expressions, the drawings. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, no problem. And if I make a video soon, I'll hope you guys you can subscribe and share this video if you want to see more from me. But anyway, yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, and have a good day.